There are so many people who come to Africa, you know, they do their thing, they do what they want to do, they make the choices they want to make, and once they do what they want to do, they start looking around at other people and how they do their thing or where they're doing their thing, and they say, or they try to pass judgment on the way you do whatever it is that you want to do. We got people out in these Pan-African streets right now who call themselves shaming people or judging people as not real Pan-Africans or not really about the cause or ideology of Pan-Africanism based on their own personal opinions of how people do or how people are doing whatever they're doing when they're out on the continent or even in the States. My thing is this: if you are a farmer or you want to be a farmer and you come out to the continent and you say, yo, let me start a farm, I'm cool with that. All I say is make sure that you are who you think you are before you get out here and get yourself in trouble financially and discover that, the guy who's from the Bronx, New York, doesn't necessarily have the green thumb that he thought. If it's your goal and it's your dream, it's up to you to fulfill it. What I can never tolerate is somebody trying to pass judgment on the way you exercise your Africanness or your Pan-Africanism based on their personal preferences. It's some people out here thinking, because some people out here thinking that if you don't come to Africa and live in a village and don't do your hair and walk around without taking a shower for 3 days, you're not a real African or you're not a real Pan-African. To those people, I say, stop trying to put Africa in a box. Even more so, stop trying to put Africa in your personal box of ignorance. If you are a bum, you're going to always find problems with someone who's out here trying to do it big and make big things happen. If you're someone who does things big and you make big things happen, 9 times out of 10, you didn't get there by passing judgment on others. And 9 times out of 10, you're not out there worried about what the next person is doing. That's why you're doing it big. That's how you got to the point where you're at. This is my message to everybody who's on this journey or this road of, global African empowerment, global black empowerment with us. Do whatever you do best, wherever you want to do it. Because you doing whatever you do best, however and wherever you want to do it, that's exactly what we need. We don't need a bunch of people trying to be something they're not. We don't need a bunch of people trying to pass judgment on others because they're not doing things the way they think they should be done. We don't need a bunch of people who feel like, oh, if you don't go land in Africa and then go eight hours away from the main city, then somehow you ain't no real African, all this type of stupidity. If you're listening to anything like that on YouTube and you're actually find yourself agreeing with that bullshit, you seriously need to do some self-reflection and you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because it ain't no civilization on earth that was built by a bunch of people doing the same thing the same way all the time. If you're going to have a society, even if you're going to have a decent community, you have to have people who are innovating. You have to have people who have different perspectives. Because when problems arise, you can't have everybody thinking the same way, because that inhibits your ability to deal with those problems, or approach those problems with a variety of different solutions or from a variety of different angles to be better able to find a solution. So don't ever let somebody put you in a box because that's the way they think things should be done. Don't ever let somebody impose their vision of what it is to be a Pan-African or African on you. It's in your DNA. It's in you. It's not on you. So whatever you choose to do, as long as you ain't out here hurting nobody, it's good with me. And it should be good with everybody else. The Bag family, they want to farm. More power to them. We got brothers out here trying to open restaurants and clubs and bars. More power to them. We got brothers out here trying to start, software development firms. More power to them. We got brothers like my brother Dynas doing his travel and tourism business. More power to him. It's crazy to me how there are black men out here who trying to hate on what another black man is doing because he's not doing what they think he should be doing. It's wild to me. Can't control what no other group of people is doing and won't even speak on what they're doing. But trying to force other black men and women to capitulate to your vision. Maybe your vision is small, you know what I'm saying? Maybe everybody's not into what you're doing. Maybe everybody don't want to walk around smelling like 12 hours in a hot sun all day with no deodorant. Just back the freak up and focus on what you got going and let everybody else do exactly the same. Peace.